Yahushua, Amashayat. They are again entangled therein.
Yeah, they go back into the world. Go ahead.
And overcome.
Go ahead.
The latter end is worse with them than the beginning.
Go ahead. You don't have to break that down. Go ahead, go ahead.
For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness.
There it is. For it had been better for them not to have known this truth, even be exposed to it. Go ahead.
Then after they had known it, turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them.
There you go. Go ahead.
But it has happened unto them according to the true
So the
proverb.
Most High made it happen unto them. That goes back to what you said earlier. Go ahead.
The dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the sow that was washed to her wallowing in the mire.
So when they go back to, they go back to the church. A lot of these guys that fell off.
All praise to Yahweh Bashem Yashai Bashem Rakakwadash. There's a couple of beautiful things I just want to touch on in the teaching of the apostles of Great Millstone. All praise to Yahweh Bashem Yashai Bashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles, bishops, and heads of Great Millstone. Okay, starting from Abba Bivens all the way to High Priest Arya and King Marsha, who is King David in his incarnation. He'll be back, and also then you got these great elders here, these apostles. That break down the scriptures, dissect them spiritually. This is a gift given by Yahweh Bashem Shai to these special men. Right, what they were just touching on there is individuals that have come into the knowledge and then bypassed it, then gone back into the world, disenchanted. Whatever it is, maybe either to make it into some kind of career, maybe to be whatever they want to be in this world, which I think is, 25, 30 years ago, I can imagine, because, America was, everyone wanted to be in the States at that time, but right now, America's like a desert, quenching for water. It's, it's not really a place you want to be. And if you go back into the world, especially at this time now in 2022, then there's something serious. This truth was never for you anyway. And if you don't pray in the name, you're not learning from the apostles and teachers. And you're going back to the vomit. Then the Lord doesn't really like you, as far as I'm concerned. What I want to touch on was the fact that abhorring an Edomite. Okay? Right, and the apostles are going to go into it. I hope I haven't gone past it, because they go into so many beautiful topics. But nevertheless, it's going to be edifying for the individuals that want to be edified. And, all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yashai. Anyway, let's go on with the vid.
Fell off, ran to fucking vocab, which is the damn devil. So what's the point of that scripture? It's better that you never had heard this than to hear it and go back to what you were doing before you came into it, man. Come on, man. So let's go back.
That was your golden ticket. You've seen Charlie, was it Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? The original one with Gene Wilder. I think that was made in the 70s. I remember watching it in the 80s as a child. Anyway, the golden ticket. That was your golden ticket when you found out about this truth. So it's basically you getting the golden ticket. I'm just using an equivalent. Obviously, this truth is way greater than any, golden ticket. Just giving yourself an analogy. It's like you're getting a golden ticket and you're just tearing it up and throwing it and say, I don't want the golden ticket. I'd rather have that. I'd rather have a piece of foil, or a piece of scrap paper. Just an analogy, just a sort of a comparison. So, as Elder Apostle Gabar would say, some people can't handle meat, they choke on it. You know, they've got to deal with this thing slowly. Anyway, let's go on.
Back
Okay. This is back in 1 Kings 11. Let me read it again. 14. It says, "The Lord stirred up an adversary unto Solomon, Hadad the Edomite. He was of the king's seed in Edom."
Now we're going to go into the topic of abhorring an Edomite. Okay? Abhor means to sort of stay away. Okay? Now, if your woman is on her rag, you know, in ancient times, she would have her own yard, her own place to stay. And nowadays, you know, unless you got money like that, you're going to be living under the same roof, you know? And if you don't have a spare bedroom or spare bed, you might be sharing the same bed. You know, the Lord understands the situation that Jake is in. You know, but obviously you're not going to touch her, you know, until she's, after 3 to 7 days, after 7 days, you know, she's washed and cleansed herself, then, you know. But obviously, that's abhorring. Okay, know what Esau means. Okay? It doesn't mean love the whole world, okay? There's many scriptures to prove that. Obadiah 1:18, when Esau's going to be wiped off the planet Earth after 1,000 years of slavery. Also, the fact that Esau doesn't find no place of repentance in the scriptures. Paraphrasing there. Okay? And you know, though they sorted carefully with tears. Okay, so basically, the Lord is saying that, you know, they can cry as much as they want, boo-hoo as much as you want. Edomites, okay, you Caucasians are not going to find no place of repentance. You've had your time. You've lived deliciously, okay? You've had the best of everything, you know? A worm has a higher position on this earth than an Edomite. Then you go, man, you know what, I'm just going to start digressing there. Anyway, let's carry on.
For it came to pass, when David was in Edom, and Joab, the captain of the host...
That's Elder Apostle Arambla speaking, by the way. Let's give double honors to him as well.
...was gone up to bury the slain, after he had smitten every male in Edom.
Listen again. Who did that? And what command?
David and Joab.
Who's David? David was the king of Israel at that time. David was also set up by the Most High, right?
You hear that? And what did the Lord say? David is a man after my own heart. Okay? After the Lord's own heart. And King David, his gallant self, slayed tens and thousands. Okay? Tens and thousands. Okay? He wasn't a small man either. I mean, at that time, he was a small man. He's about 9 feet tall, which was fairly small for that time. You know, but in this time, you walk around, you know, you got the Most High's given a little bit of a resemblance, a little bit of a reflection of that era with some of the Jake ball players or some of these Jake wrestlers. And these are like foreigner wrestlers. You know, they're about 7'3", 7'6", or whatever. You know? Just a little example. Anyway, let's carry on.
Right? And David was known as being a man after the Most High's heart. Yep. All right? So he was likened unto the Most High in a man's body. So the Most High loved David. Yep. Yeah. So wait a minute. What did David do? Right. Did not he go against the Most High about abhorring the Edomite? And the Most High forgot about that?
Well, he committed adultery and murder, and the Most High got his firstborn son because of one of his sons because of that. He numbered Israel, and the Most High was jacking Israel up. But then, if he would have abhorred the Edomite, the Most High would have did something for him.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, this time, remember what happened last time." Okay. And I'm sending angels because you did with Esau my servant.
Oh Lord, that don't even sound right.
This fucking clown, and we ain't finished with you, nigga. Hey, because this is some bullshit, man. Anybody with their right mind in Israel
has to know that this guy, man,
Yeah.
he's an apologist for Edomites.
Now, Elder Apostle Taha is referring to Bubble-Eye Blackfish. You know, that dumbass in GOCC. He looks royal and everything, wears a white meat tree and all that, the white garments and all that. You know, but he has ease in his camp, saying that they can get salvation. They'll just be in the kingdom as, you know, just servants. They'll be following the law. They'll be basically, you know, like, you know how, you know, in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, how Jeffrey walks around and Uncle Phil is there sort of being polite to him and everything, even though Jeffrey's a Jake. I'm just using that as an example. But, you know, think of Jeffrey as an Edomite, okay? Pale, Edomite, you know? And obviously Uncle Phil's a Jake, and, you know, you'll just be polite to him like that way, you know? And your Edomite servant will just be dressed well and just be subservient and all that kind of thing. No, that's not the way it's going to be. GOCC teach lies. They've taken the bag, same as ISUPK, IUIC. Nate, from what I have seen and observed, is going through a transitional period at this moment in time, a big reflectional period. You know, the Lord is all merciful, so you've got to be merciful yourself as well. But I didn't like the fact that the way he mocked the Lord's name. I don't like that. Personally, I didn't like it. But, you know, and I think, it wasn't right. But, you know, the Lord can still be merciful because, you know, Israelites can repent. You know, I hope he does, you know, because if we want the Lord to be merciful to us, we've got to have that merciful heart with our own people, with our own. That's a stipulation, with our own, Israelites only, not the heathen. Okay? And Israelites come in many shades and colors. Remember that as well. Anyway, let's carry on.
That's why Volcat never gets on it. Volcat don't say nothing negative about that guy. But he said Edomite to make.
See that? Have you noticed the distortion in the background when the Elder Apostle Taha is talking about this subject? The da-da-da-da-da-da in the background. So some of the words can get cut out. And he's right. Vocab never messes with GOCC, GOCC or IUIC or any other camps. It's always, or even ISUPK, it's always with GMS. Why? Because they're bringing out the truth. Vocab doesn't go to Islam and say, yo, you guys are suicide bombers. Stop doing that. You guys have your women hidden under these bed sheets. Stop doing that. Give them equality. You're in America now. He doesn't do all that shit. But he only messes with who? Great Millstone. Okay? When everybody likes you so much, you got to worry, thinking, why does everybody like me so much? That's a worrying thought. Because those that are despised in this world for righteousness, okay, the Lord loves deeply. And these men are are beloveds of Yahweh Shem Yashai, and a lot of the other prophets and teachers of Great Millstone. You know? Anyway.
Edomites they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it in the slavery.
Absolutely. There's precept. Brother, you got a precept.
Greg, give me the precept. Bring it out. If you can.
Okay. 1 Kings 15 and 5. Because David did that which was right in the eyes of Yahweh.
Boom. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And turned not aside from anything that he commanded him all the days of his life, save only the matter of Uriah.
Yeah, okay. Because that was a sin unto death.
Yeah.
Okay?
I got a precept.
So wait a minute, and what he did to the Edomites.
Right.
Because he killed the whole nation of people. No, I'm sorry. I want you to read that again.
It said, I'll read it again. Take it from the top.
Take it from the top.
It says, Salakia. Take it from the tip top, baby. It says,
I was watching Dallas GMS. It was snow. Crackers busting their asses
yeah.
And every time I saw a crack, I saw one crack, two cracks. A woman and a man, they went boom. I said, oh shit. And I put a comment, and then I see some more crackers, and I kept looking at the crackers. I only paying attention to the camera, said, gee, this cracker gonna fucking fall, man.
Those are the angels that were on the brothers. The
And there was a one cracker that had a dog, and he tried to walk, but the demon said, no walk that way. You know?
Yeah, those, because they're probably saying something under their breath, and the angels say, "Oh yeah, the angels
got something for you.
Hey, them brothers were freezing out there, because they ain't
It was 30-something degrees. I looked it up.
and 30-something degrees is like spring to us, you know?
As a matter of fact,
it's
it
like spring to us, bro.
34
It's like
degrees.
Banaka to them dogs.
It was 34 degrees. Because I looked it up.
That ain't nothing. That's
Yeah, I saw the brother with the big coats. I said, "Dad, I'm
I saw the other brother, he kept going like this. And I said, yeah, he got that hair woman. He kept doing this shit, you know. I see the other brother started doing jumping jacks.
Yeah. Like they
Stay
doing now.
warm. So this is First Kings 11 and 14. Yeah, my mouth is said, and the Lord stirred up an adversary unto Solomon, Hadad the Edomite. He was of the king's seed in Edom. For it came to pass, when David was in Edom, and Joab, the captain of the host, was going up to bury the slain, after he had smitten every male in Edom.
Every male, that's a lot of, he killed a lot of Edomite men.
Right.
You notice it said every male, it didn't say female.
Yeah.
What do you think that they did with the female? They were popular.
Right. Okay. That thou shalt not abhor an Edomite. Okay. Now, if King David is a man after the Most High's heart, Yahweh Hashem Yeshai's heart, and David slayed thousands and thousands of Edomites, okay, wouldn't David be breaking a commandment? So how can King David be the Lord's beloved, but go against the scripture? Because it doesn't mean that thou shalt not abhor an Edomite. Okay? It doesn't mean that. For example, like I said, if your woman's on her rag, you abhor her. Okay? It doesn't mean that. Okay? We're supposed to hate Edomites. Don't they hate us? So they can hate us. Right? Talk shit about us and we can't hate them. We just got to love them. No. All those love scriptures, love thy neighbor, you know, turn the other cheek, that's between Yasharallah. To have that brotherhood. Okay? To be cool with each other. You know? But that curse of Deuteronomy 28 verse 54 is heavy. You know, a lot of brothers are coming out of that. But anyway, let's carry on.
Couple of times. It says for
Inside joke between me and this
yeah, this guy right here.
This guy right here.
It says for 6 months. It says for 6 months did Joab remain there with all Israel until he had cut off every male in Edom.
Hold up, man. That was a lot of Edomites, man.
Slaughtered.
That was hundreds of thousands of Edomites, man. Maybe a couple million. Read that again.
Right. For 6 months did Joab
So
remain.
they said, look, man, just stay down there 6 months because there's a lot of Edomites down there.
Right.
And you got to kill all of them. The order is to kill all of them and then bury them. I mean, they had slaves. They had Edomites burying other Edomites. And then they would, okay, you finish burying them, okay, bam, boom.
Right.
You know,
Dig
throw the
another-
lie on him,
dig
throw
another
that lie
hole.
on his ass.
Throw the line before he lied. It says,
Line
Read
finished
that
on
again.
right.
Go
It
ahead.
says, for 6 months did Joab remain there with all Israel until he had cut off every male in Edom.
Again, he said every male in Edom.
It says that the Hadad fled, he and certain Edomites of his father's.
Why did Hadad flee?
He didn't want to get killed.
He didn't want to get killed. Shouldn't he have reminded them, look, I believe in the Lord.
Right. Or not an Edomite.
A boy not an Edomite. Edomite.
Come on, Joab.
Come
You're
on.
supposed to know the law, right?
Huh?
It says that Hadad fled, he and certain Edomites of his father's servants with him to go into Egypt, Hadad being yet a little child.
That's right. That's right.
They was killing old young,
They killed all the men.
baby,
Now
all
they
that.
killed. Now Bokan, he might jump up and say, "Well, wait a minute. They killed all of them. Wait a minute. They got escaped." When you keep reading that story, Hadad got with the king of Egyptian Pharaoh, and the Egyptian Pharaoh, I guess there were certain dark nations that wanted to look like an Edomite, you know. So he said, "Why don't you marry my wife's sister?" And he even had sex with that woman.
Yeah.
So you guess what? You got some Edomites out there in Egypt that think that they're African.
Yeah, that's because Esau been trying to get their color back, because to look like that is a sickness, it's a curse to be that pale. You've seen these devils, how they smell and how they look. They age like milk. By the time they're about 40, they look like they're 60, 65, you know. You see a Jake who's in his mid-40s, you would think that he's like about 30. You know, the skin is shiny, the skin is, you know, clear. You know what I mean? Obviously, you don't look exactly how you were when you're 18 or 19, you know? See, these Edomites been trying to get their color back. That's why, if you notice in a lot of commercials and movies and everything, I've been noticing it a lot. They've been showing a lot of Edomite men with brown women. Okay? Brown women, yeah. You know? Especially here in the UK. I think they're trying to promote that one world thing as well. And also the fact that... and also, you know, trying to make it normal for Edomite men to be with brown women. Even though, you know, coming up in the 80s and 90s, it was around, but it wasn't as heavy. There was more racial pride back then, you know? To be with your own. I remember that. And, but nowadays, you know, it's not like that so much. Which is fine, because at the end of the day, a lot of these women, a lot of these women that do that sort of stuff, as far as I'm concerned, the majority of them are Israelite women from your various respective tribes, as well as Israelite foreigner women, and then also heathen women as well, you know? Yeah, but that's what they're trying to do. E is carnal. They're saying that, okay, have children with these women of color, so your children can look like they're of color and you can blend in. But then on the flip side, oh yeah, and also in these commercials, they show beautiful brown women that are super fine with these Edomite men, and then they show the old commercial with a Jake in it, with some fat cracker bitch, you know? You know, sometimes you see that, but I've been seeing a lot of recently, a lot of Jake men with Eastern European women, these Russian ladies, these Polish ladies, you know, so-called black and brown men, all brown men, but you know, for the you know, just in layman terms, so you understand that it's not just a Negro man, it's Israelite foreigner men, Israelite men, Northern Kingdom. We've got a lot of Northern Kingdom here in the UK, a lot of West Indian brothers, Nigerian brothers that are Jake, with these fine ass Russian women, Polish women, married to them, you know. And a lot of these women listen. You know, they work and they take care of the house. And they love their man. You know? And you've seen these Russian girls. Super fine. You know? But no, but E doesn't want to show that though. You know? Anyways, carry on.
Well, Esau always wanted to get back that pigment. That's why they were laying down with the Canaanite
women and
Canaanite.
But he wanted to eventually go after King David and Joab died. He wanted to go back to the land of Edom. So they had a love for people, all right?
Yeah, because there was a time, man, like the Edomites now, they're put on a pedestal, you know, everybody looking up to them. Man, there was a time where looking like an Edomite, man, you had to be on the run, man. That was not normal, you know? Like back then,
in Genesis 4. Right?
Yeah. And it's going to go back to that.
Yeah.
Check that out. It's going to go back to that. It's going to go back to where Esau is going to be chased.
Yeah. Like Cain. Cain said that the curse that you put upon me was
It's more than I can
more
bear.
than I can bear.
And then now in the Bible movies, they show you there was an X put on Cain's forehead. You could have worn a turban then.
Turban.
Or a hat or something. There wasn't no goddamn X put on it, no. His pigment was stripped from it. The same thing that happened to Miriam when she was shooting off her big mouth against Moses. The Lord stripped her pigment from her. And then when Aaron and Moses saw this, Lord, they bugged out, man. They said, don't lay that sin upon us. Yeah. Go ahead.
Elder Sagaran got the account of Amaziah, but the brother got the Compact Bible Dictionary if you want him to read.
Oh yeah, go ahead, go right.
Anyway, yeah, to watch this, it's the 5th of Feb video on the Apostles of Great Millstone. Anyone that wants further edification, those that are sincere, Great Millstone is where it's at. Okay. And yeah, I just wanted to touch on a couple of subjects as well as, you know, focus on the fact that Abhor and Edomite and what that means. Okay. All praise to Yahweh Bashem Yashai Bashem Rakakodash. Shalom.